Good afternoon. I'm Mark Lucas, Head of Inward Investment and Enterprise at the London Borough of Redbridge. In 2009, Redbridge Council commissioned a new inward investment tool known as Ilford Blueprint. To cut a long and successful story short, our mission was to establish a revolutionary new web portal to illustrate, using CGIs, 3D animation and games technology, the high-density, mixed-use development potential in Ilford, one of London's 12 metropolitan town centres and designated as an opportunity area in Mayor Boris Johnson's London plan. From an inspired vision to the realisation of the working product and adoption of the www.investilford.co.uk domain name, the Ilford Blueprint web tool quickly established itself within the development and house building industries as a bold new way of doing business. Clearly, a whole town that can be rebuilt virtually at the touch of a button and in accordance with adopted area action plans and prevailing town planning policy has a number of other important applications. Consider, if you will, the counter-terrorism and designing out crime possibilities of such a tool. Without doubt, high-definition 3D modelling of the built and planned urban environment and the ability to map entire terrains is a huge step change from paper and two-dimensional drawings. Architects, town planners and the security services will have at their fingertips the means to model and test the design vulnerability versus resilience of new public buildings and other high-value urban targets. The recent civil disorder and looting in parts of London and elsewhere, including Redbridge, is a timely reminder of how even parts of suburban outer London can become an extremely hostile environment for residents, businesses, the police and other emergency services. The technology now available could, in the future, be deployed to model various scenarios for the movement and dispersal of large volatile crowds, the positioning of CCTV cameras and better street lighting, together with identifying weaknesses in the traditional high street that are particularly vulnerable to fire, theft, or in other circumstances, flooding, collapse or acts of terror. Clearly, the world of planning, architecture, urban design, master planning have all changed. We're constantly now in a situation where we're dealing with e-applications, if you will. We're receiving town planning applications online through a dedicated web portal. We're viewing those designs online, but nonetheless, if we can view those in a three-dimensional form, if we can walk around those buildings, if we can walk inside those buildings, then we have a much better sense of how those buildings, how that environment, how those defensible spaces will function in real life when those designs are actually built and operate.